Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Merrimack High School for tonight's Division I boys basketball game between the Astros of Pinkerton Academy and your Merrimack Tomahawks. This game is being played according to the rules set forth by the NHIAA member school. We ask that you, our fans, help make tonight's game a memorable experience for our athletes by showing good sportsmanship toward our players, coaches, and game officials throughout the contest. Inappropriate language, taunts, and other being actions and grounds were removed from the game. As a reminder, no fans are permitted on the court at any time. In the case of an emergency, please vacate the premises by the nearest exit at each end of the gymnasium. The officials for tonight's game are Sean McNamara, Aaron Robichaud, and Gary Wong. Now to the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Pinkerton Academy Astros. At forward, number 3, Anthony Chin. At guard, number 4, Tyrone Chin. At forward, number 5, Sean Jenkins. At forward, number 11, Ethan Johnston. And at center, number 32, Jackson Marshall. The head coach for the Astros is Dave Chase. And now for your Merrimack Tomahawks. At guard, a senior, number 2, Matt Belusi. At guard, a senior, number 4, Luke DePosi. At guard, a senior, number 12, Trent Jackson. At forward, a senior, number 13, Isaac Infante. At forward, a junior, number 23, Jensen Monroe. The head coach of the Tomahawks is Austin Benson. Would everyone please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with playing the national anthem.
All right, thank you for watching Merrimack TV. We're looking to keep the fun and excitement rolling in the deep part of the season as playoffs are actually beginning next week, Brian. So my question to you, what does the playoff situation look like for Division I?
It's complicated. Very complicated.
All right. That actually about sums it up from what you were telling me before the game got started here, I think.
Yeah, I think it's one of the strangest situations I've seen in terms of the playoff picture. 22 teams in Division I. You've got 18 alive for playoff spots right now, and nobody has a seed yet.
Wow.
It's really incredible. A lot of that's going to be determined tonight, and this is one of the games that will help determine some of the seeding. Pinkerton looking for a first-round bye and a regular season title.
All right.
Merrimack's going to be somewhere between 11 and 13 as they win the tap. We'll discuss those scenarios a little later without kind of making your heads hurt. We'll do our best. Pinkerton in a 2-3 zone to start. Jackson for three. Way off the mark, and a rebound by Sean Jenkins. Tyrone Chin to Anthony Chin. That's the big fella, Jackson Marshall. Now down underneath, number 11, Ethan Johnson, and he'll put it in for two and the foul.
Just want to remind folks, if they're out there watching, give you a shout out if you check out our latest post on this game on Twitter or Facebook at Merrimack TV.
And Johnston knocks down the free throw, completes the three-point play. 3-0 Pinkerton. Early stages of the first quarter. DeFossis for three. No good. Rebound Veluzzi for two. So Pinkerton now with the ball. Chin over to Sean Jenkins. Marshall inside. Johnston is blocked by Jensen Monroe. Very close to his second foul there. You can see just the sheer athleticism of Jackson Marshall. 6'8".
That is certainly a height, Brian.
It's an athletic 6'8". I mean, he's a big boy. They look inside for him, and that is easy pickings for Jackson Marshall. And it's a 5-3 Pinkerton, 5-2 Pinkerton lead. DeFossis looking inside for Infante, trying to attack this 2-3 zone. They get to the corner, Monroe. Over to Veluzzi, top of the key. Veluzzi gets a little jumper off, no good. Rebound, Trent Jackson puts it in for two. A good start for the Tomahawks offensively. They're going to need every point tonight against this high-powered Pinkerton offense. Pinkerton coming in 16-1 on the season. They are no joke. Chin is fouled by Veluzzi. That's on the floor. Pinkerton tied with Bedford and Nashua North atop the Division I standings. All three teams 16-1. Somebody is going to get that first-round bye tonight. Chin drops it off for Johnston for two. Jenkins rather for two. 7 points already for Pinkerton, and it's a 7-4 game. Austin Denton will get a timeout for Merrimack. And with 5:46 to go in the first quarter, it is 7-4 Pinkerton.
Well, Brian, I just want to say, rumor has it that you'll be able to catch a behind-the-scenes look at Merrimack TV's high school hockey coverage next week. Follow Merrimack TV on social media to know when that special video is posted. The boys had a great game on Wednesday night.
I did hear about that.
If you heard about it, you can check that out on our YouTube page. That'll be posted if it's not already.
Was there a shutout in that
I
game?
believe there was a shutout. So,
I
really exciting game for the boys, really fun game to watch. So you can check that out, and then we'll have that special behind-the-scenes video posted early next week, hopefully.
Spoiler alert on the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Way to tease that one.
I think we already have that posted on our social media.
DeFossis, wide open three. No good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Marshall. Nice work down low by Merrimack. Jensen Monroe, at least getting a body on him down there. Merrimack looking like they're relying on the three a little bit tonight.
Couple good looks so far, just can't quite sink them yet.
Infante kicks it to Veluzzi. Now he's got a top of the key, guarded by Jackson Marshall. Now Monroe for three. Just misses.
Another good look.
And the rebound to Marshall. Long pass, tipped by Monroe. Saved by DeFossis. Jackson has the ball stolen, and Chin throws it down with authority. Anthony Chin, how about that? Faluzzi lays it in, and the Tomahawks respond. 4 points for Matt Faluzzi. Merrimack hanging around here, 9-6. Well, you're going to need a better defensive effort here. Can't let Chin get that wide open on a layup. And they're going to get a touch foul here on Faluzzi, it looks like. Astros lead by 3. Tomahawks coming in tonight, 7-10 on the season. If they win tonight, they'll guarantee themselves at least the 12 seed. Out of bounds. They can also get the 12 seed if Alvern wins tonight against Goffstown. That would automatically put them there. Roy over to Rosa. And that ball's tipped away. Nice defense by Ethan Johnston. What a very long player. This is a long Astros team. It's the one thing that stood out to both of us during the warm-ups, Justin.
Yes, absolutely. Tall players, long reach.
Chin, nice ball fake on David Roy. Partially blocked by Infante. Marshall with that big rebound. And he's fouled by Jackson Rosa. So Marshall to the line, shooting 2. He has scored 20 or more points in the last 7 games for Pinkerton. And he misses that free throw. Opened the season with a 41-point effort against Timberlane.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too shabby.
And he rolls that one in. 3 points for Marshall, 10-6 Pinkerton lead. Well, they have thrown just about every defense at the Tomahawks early. Now they come out in this 1-2-2 zone. Roy to Monroe, baseline drive. Over to Faluzzi for 3. Couldn't get the roll, and Marshall gets the rebound. Long lead pass ahead for Chin. And he knocks it down. Tyrone Chin in the book. All 5 Pinkerton starters have scored in a 12-6 lead. 3-quarter court, 1-2-2 zone. How about that? Rosa for 3. No good. Tomahawks can't find it from the outside.
One of these has got to go down, Brian.
You would think. Marshall's going to try a 3. Yes. Marshall in transition, showing the outside game. And a 6 points for Marshall, 9-point Pinkerton lead. Don't want to let this get out of hand early. Rosa, a little floater, no good. And the rebound to Tyrone Chin. Johnstone spins. And blocked. Now Jenkins for 3. Yes. Oh, my. The Astros pouring it on here. That's one of the quickest 9-0 runs we've seen in a while. 18-6, Pinkerton. Well, you can see why this team is 16-1, Justin.
I can see that very clearly, Brian.
Well, if I were the coach watching this right now, I'd be turning tables.
Absolutely.
But Denton keeping his cool out there, and
kudos to him.
Kudos to him.
Let's see what he comes up with here. Certainly a frustrating start for the Tomahawks here. A lot of really good looks at that three-point line. Just can't seem to sink them.
Yeah, the looks have been there. But again, the old saying is, Live by the three, die by the three. Monroe gets an easier look. Marshall gets the block and rips it away. My goodness. Tyrone Chin. No good. And the rebound by Jackson Rosa. And we get a blocking foul on Ethan Johnston. So that would be his first.
You go to the line for that, Brian, or it depends on where you are on the floor?
No, only if you're in the act of shooting.
Ah, okay.
So typically,
only took this deep in the season to sort that one out.
well, you know,
I think I knew that. I just wasn't sure if there was a difference.
I'm here to educate, Justin. Matt Schmidt into the game now. And Mikey Flero puts up a three.
There it is. There it is, Brian.
Well, we've seen Mike hit some big shots this year. And we know he can shoot from the outside and get hot. It is now 18-9. Anthony Chin puts it in. Rosa started out in front by a duo of Pinkerton guards, and we get a travel. That's. I'm going to get a chance to work on my French here a little bit. Parker Bienvenu Cernuda into the game here. Number 1.
All right, pretty good, pretty good.
I guess we can welcome him to the game. And a three-pointer.
That's a tray right there. Wait, what? No, trois. I'm going to work on my French, too.
Very good. We've lost all control here in our final regular season game. Flera to Roy.
Any facade that we had control at any point is just, just pull that veil right back.
Flera, long three, no good. Rebound by Bienvenu Cernuda. Marshall, three-pointer, yes! How about 26 points in the first quarter for the Astros? Holy smokes.
Say they're looking pretty good right now, Brian.
Matt Schmidt to Rosa, now Roy. Underneath to Schmidt for 2. Merrimack's own big fella getting involved.
Trying to match that height in the key.
Good to see Matt get some minutes here. Only 18 seconds left in this first period. Anthony Chin triple teamed. Good defense by Roy and company. Now you come down to the final 10 seconds. DeFossis is fouled with 4.5 seconds left. Dave Chase can't be happy about that one. And that foul was on. Don't know who that foul was on. We'll update you on that in a second. Meanwhile, Rosa to the rack. And tried a little reverse layup there, but it didn't go.
Razzle-dazzle.
I don't think Coach Denton was looking for the razzle-dazzle there, judging by his reaction as he kind of asked Jackson what was going on there. But nonetheless, Pinkerton up 26-11 at the end of the first quarter. Needless to say, the Tomahawks are probably going to need a better defensive effort.
I would guess so, I don't want to harp on the buckets there, but those 3-pointers were a lot of really good looks and look great in warm-ups. And right, they're out on the court now playing the game. It's definitely a little different, but a bit of a closer match here if they sink a couple of those for sure. That's just basic math, of course.
9 first quarter points for Jackson Marshall. He'll have a seat now. And a little bit smaller lineup now for Pinkerton. Merrimack counters with Schmidt, Roy, DeFossis, Flera, and Rosa. Sean Jenkins, stolen by Matt Schmidt. Now DeFossis. Over to Mike Flera. Now Pinkerton in man-to-man. Roy for three. Gets a hard bounce off that rim, and it's out of bounds. Well, certainly not impossible to knock off some of these top teams. Don't you remember when the Tomahawks knocked off Nashua North earlier this year?
I certainly do, Brian. That was a really exciting game.
Oh, nice take by Quinn Hammer for two.
If anyone wants to revisit that game, that's, of course, on our YouTube page at Merrimack TV. Like and subscribe.
That was certainly the signature win of the season for the Tomahawks. Nashua North's only loss. They are also 16-1. That's a tremendous night here. And that foul is on the floor. Non-shooting foul.
Thank you.
And Tyrone Chin, I'm sorry, that foul is on Luke DeFossis. Off the foot of Rosa, out of bounds. Merrimack trailing by 17, and only a minute into the second period. Well, at halftime tonight, we'll try to get some updates on some of the big games going on and try to go over some of the playoff scenarios with you tonight. They are numerous. And a traveling violation on Tyler Herland. Well, one of the games to watch tonight over in Nashua, South and Portsmouth. We talked about the Goffstown Alvern game. Londonderry Memorial playing for one of the final spots tonight. And then the other game tonight is BG and Wyndham. Those are the four games that can really turn the playoff race around. Stolen by DeFossis. Roy for two, yes. Well, you gotta get David Roy going. It's been a while since he's been in double figures, at least in our games. I'd love to see him get hot again. That pass almost stolen by Matt Schmidt. So here's Matt Schmidt, who hasn't played a ton this year. And here you go, Matt. Go guard Jackson Marshall. No,
a tall order, if you will.
Yeah, and I will. Three-pointer is off the mark, and it will be Merrimack ball. I mean, that's you're asking a lot, and Matt's doing a good job so far.
I absolutely agree, Brian.
But like they say, you can't teach height, and he is 6'9", of course. Great pass to Roy, and the rebound to Jenkins. Marshall from the corner, yes. Marshall with 9 for Pinkerton, 31-13. Roy, I don't know what that was. Kind of lost control of that. Marshall's going to try another three. He is on fire. Oh, my goodness.
Could set fire to the rain with that kind of shot there, Brian.
Somebody cool him off. 34-13. Roy with the response. And that goes in and out. Marshall's going to try another one. No good. And the rebound by Rosa. Flare off for three. Oh, in and out again. The shots aren't missing by much, Justin.
They really aren't, and I'm doing my best to will them in for the Tomahawks here.
Rebound by Jackson, by Schmidt, rather. Now Chin, tough two, no good. Rebound, Marshall, and he'll go to the line for two. It's like stepping in front of a freight train. When he gets that basketball, he starts moving.
Yeah, that's not my idea of a fun basketball game if I were out there.
No. I mean, yeah, just the strength. I mean, and then you add the outside shooting on top of that. 4 3-pointers. And he misses the first. But very impressed with Mr. Marshall so far. And the second shot is good. Marshall with 16 of Pinkerton's 35. Pinkerton leads by 22. Infante to Monroe. He tries a three. No good. Rebound Marshall. And Veluzzi is going to get fouled. That's going to put Pinkerton at the line. They are in the bonus. And Ryan Elliott coming into the game after just playing a ton of minutes in the JV game. So he'll get a few minutes here. Free throw shooter is Charles Ludden, rather. And he missed the free throw. McCarthy for three. No good. Rebound Jackson Marshall. This is Tyrone Chin. Ooh, he had the shot there.
Would have been a long two.
And the shot by Chin, no good. Tipped in by Marshall. And we're going to get a foul on Marshall, it looks like. Wow. Well, he tipped that in, but cleared him out. Elliott over to Rosa. Now McCarthy. Now over to Chin. Chin lays it up and in. Pinkerton pouring it on here. 37-13. Rosa puts it up, no good. Rebound tip back to Rosa, and he's fouled. And the foul's on number 20, Charles Ludden, his first. Rosa to the line for the Tomahawks. They'll shoot a pair. And the first one off the back rim. Bienvenu Cernuda back into the game. Marshall out. (37-13) Pinkerton. It has been all Astros in this one. Rosa hits the second. Tomahawk shooting just, been a problem all night, unfortunately. And Elliott tried to get the charge there. It's going to be a block on Elliott. And Anthony Chin to the line now. Or Tyrone Chin, rather. Brandon Gendron into the game for the Astros. He'll give Ludden a break. 18 fouls now on the Tomahawks. And the rebound goes to Elliott. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be the Astros ball. Chin to inbound for the Astros. And he'll come back and get it. Guarded by Ryan Elliott. Monroe challenging him. And there's a nice steal by Jensen Monroe. Now Rosa. Rosa loses the ball out of bounds. Pinkerton with a 23-point lead. They are every bit as good as advertised. Oh, nice move by Chin. Off glass and in. Boy, you talk about Jackson Marshall on this team. Anthony Chin is probably the most underappreciated player on this team. Infante, top of the key, looking for cutters. Now he's got Rosa. Rosa throws it over to Monroe. We're going to get a backcourt violation. He's trying to get him to cut, but he won't go.
Unfortunate.
Instead, we get the backcourt violation. $39 points in this first half for Pinkerton. They have been unstoppable offensively. Meanwhile, Tomahawks getting good looks. They just can't finish. Out of bounds, it'll be Tomahawks ball. How many shots have gone in and out, Justin?
I've lost count, Brian. It's got to be super frustrating right now for Coach Denton and the Tomahawks here.
You know, the shots are there.
The looks are there, too. It's not even just the shots. I mean, they got some real good looks.
DeFossis lays it in. And we've been critical, you know, at points this season that we weren't taking enough shots. They've taken the shots tonight.
Yes.
Three-point try, no good. Rebound by DeFossis. They have numbers. Ahead to Roy. Roy pulls it back out. Now Infante, top of the key. Back to Flera. Three-point try, no good. So another missed three for the Tomahawks. Double team on Chin. And somehow was able to get out of that. Nice job by Tyrone Chin. Kicks it back now to John Hill. Bienvenu Cernuda with the ball now. There's always one name that gets me every night, Justin. I'm telling you.
That's fine, Brian. I'm glad I'm not saying them.
Nice look down low. Spinorama by Twin Hammer. Couldn't put it down.
Plenty of razzle, none of dazzle for the finish, but there's one.
Parker Bienvenu Cernuda puts it down. 41-16 Pinkerton. Roy, ball fake, traveled. So another Tomahawks turnover. Well, you can see kind of what the game plan was tonight. It was get out here and shoot against these Astros. And like I said, the shots have been there. They just have not been able to get stops against this offense. Very impressive Astros team on both ends. Tyrone Chin pulls it back out. Bienvenu Cernuda guarded by Flera. And Monroe able to get a loose ball. Roy gets it back with 7. Lead pass for Flera with 5. 3 seconds to go. Flera puts it up and draws the foul. Good recognition by Mikey Flera. And we got 1.8 seconds left in this half. And we'll see what Coach Denton has in store for the team at halftime. Flera misses the first. We'll try to get a look at some of the other scores and update you on those at halftime as well. Flera missed them both. Roy puts it up, rushed it. Infante offensive rebound. He couldn't put it in. And that is the end.
The longest 1.8 seconds, I think, of the game so far, Brian.
That was a tough second quarter for the Tomahawks.
It certainly was.
Only 5 points to Pinkerton's 15. An improvement over the first quarter defensively, but offensively they just can't get anything going tonight.
Which is a bummer because it looks good. The shots look good, and they just aren't sinking for whatever reason. Maybe the other hoop on the opposite side here will.
Well, our halftime score: Tomahawks 16, Pinkerton 41. As we go into the break.
So Brian, I'll let you do a couple point checks here.
All right.
And I'll do a couple spiels here for
you. Got it.
For you at home. If you are enjoying the game tonight, you can check out more MHS sports action from Merrimack TV on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire Stick device. Do that by downloading the Cablecast ScreenWeave app. That's free, of course. and you can watch the next game live or previously recorded games on demand. You'll also discover a ton of other programs from Merrimack TV, meeting coverage, local news, community shows, school events, and oh so much more. Download the Cablecast ScreenWeave app to your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire Stick device today. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. And of course, if you want to find out more about Merrimack TV, you could email myself, Justin Slez, the Assistant Media Services Coordinator, or Nicholas LaValle, the Media Services Coordinator for the town of Merrimack. And of course, and you can email us at merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. You can visit us at Town Hall during business hours. We'd love to have you up there. It's where we record some of our bigger meetings, town council, school board, planning board. That goes on upstairs. We also record community channel shows. If anyone's interested in doing a community channel show, you can come in and talk to us. We can try and sort it out. Got a lot of talk show style stuff. It's probably the easiest. People just basically can show up for a talk show style show with a guest and sit down. We'll mic you up. We'll run the cameras, and you bring the content. When you're done, you'll have an episode of your TV show to do with what you like. In digital format, of course. We just ask that we're able to post it to our Channel 22 community channel on Comcast.
I think it's a great deal.
It is. Great deal. Free. We also have equipment you could take out if you're interested in taking out equipment. Same deal, though. Yeah, ask that you provide us some content for the channel. Some of those shows are also available on that Cablecast ScreenWeave app on demand that I've been pushing so hard all season. So
I can't just come to the station, grab a camera, do some photography and videography work, and not put it on Merrimack TV.
Yes. I mean, unless something just goes horribly wrong with the footage, we would prefer that we get something for the trade-off there.
I think that's fair.
Brian, I don't know. It looks like you might have a couple scores for us. Maybe we can hear some thoughts on seeding. Maybe your thoughts on who might take it all this season.
Absolutely, Justin. My gosh, absolutely, Justin. The first score that I have tonight, Auburn is up 16-10 on Goffstown after one quarter. That's a game with big-time playoff implications for Merrimack tonight. The winner of that game, I think, is going to get the 11 seed and face, I think, will be Exeter. They take on Keene tonight. For Merrimack, I think they're looking at a 12 or 13 seed here. If the scores hold tonight, they will be the 12 seed and play the 5 on Tuesday night, I believe, in the quarterfinals. The 5 right now is being determined at Bishop Girton, Wyndham and BG. It looks like the winner of that game tonight is going to be the 5 seed. So you're either going to BG or Wyndham by the looks of it.
Okay.
If things hold right now. Now, again, a lot can change. Portsmouth and South, like I mentioned, that's a big game tonight. Should South somehow lose that game, they might. Portsmouth's a very good team. They're a 10-win team. That changes everything in D1. You may be going to South on Thursday night. You may be going to Exeter. I mean, there are all kinds of scenarios. But
too many to count on one hand, Brian,
way
by
too
the
many.
sounds of it.
But I think your likely scenario right now is you're going to play the 5 seed, unless Goffstown were to come back and win tonight. You're looking at either BG or Wyndham. That would be my take. As far as the playoffs are concerned, and it's going to be on the road. It's going to be tough. It's going to be on the road. You're going to have to go through the gauntlet here: BG, South, Wyndham, so a lot of those teams, and then you're on the side of the bracket with either Pinkerton or Bedford or one of these teams. So I mean, it's a long way to the championship, and a lot of work to take it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, while we have a moment here, Justin, it is the last regular season game. It is our last broadcast. I do want to say some thank yous.
Okay.
First of all, thank you to the whole Merrimack TV staff. Justin, Nick, Colin, having me back doing the games this year. I absolutely love it. And I miss it when we're not in basketball season. It's kind of this sprint over a couple of months, and then it's over with. But we were able to cover 14 games this year here on Merrimack TV. And,
yes.
Very happy to be a part of that. Also want to thank, Athletic Director Mike Susi for all his support, and also the coaches, Austin Denton and Brian Dugan, who have both graciously joined us this year and done some interviews with us, and the players and everybody makes these broadcasts possible. I think it's just an awesome, community event and community celebration of community. I think
absolutely, yeah. Also, thank you to the Merrimack Police Department. I know they have some presence here, making sure things aren't getting too rowdy. Thank you to them, and thank you to, of course, the custodial staff here. This place always looks great when we get in here, and I know they're always working late to clean up after these games, so thank you to them as well. How many other, trying to think of any other thing. I'm sure we're missing like 18 other.
Probably 1,000 other
yeah, right,
people,
exactly, that make it possible. And thank you for watching at home. We really appreciate it.
That's the one I was missing. Without you, the Merrimack TV faithful that join us every week and put up with our antics every
thank
week.
You, Brian? Thank you, Brian, too.
Absolutely,
as well. Appreciate it.
But we thank all of our tier ones, our regulars, and all our folks that tune in from time to time, and then check us out on YouTube and all our various platforms. We would not be here without your support, and and thank you for putting up with us.
Absolutely, Brian. Thanks. And in case anyone's wondering, the town of Merrimack's media division is branded Merrimack TV. The division is funded by way of franchise fees from Comcast cable subscribers in Merrimack. The town of Merrimack has a community TV facility located at 6 Babusick Lake Road. So, I'm inviting you to Town Hall. That's, of course, at 6 Babusick Lake Road if you want to come check it out. Our 4 cable channels reach over 8,000 homes, and we're accessible online at merrimacktv.com. and on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon devices via the Cablecast Screenweave app. It's a free app. You can check that out. Follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay informed. You're watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice.
Well, we are about to get the second half underway here, and it has been all Astros in this in the first half. Not much more you could say. I mean, just a dominating performance by Pinkerton in that first half.
Yep.
Pinkerton leading scorer, no surprise, Jackson Marshall with 16 points in.
Absolutely on fire with those threes.
I did not know he had that outside game, and we found that out tonight. Really tremendous inside-outside game from Jackson. Did you win the 50-50, Justin?
I actually didn't get to put any money in the hat.
Yeah, neither did I. My daughter was very excited about it a little earlier.
Did she get some tickets? Or
no.
I don't see her reading them off.
She was yelling at me about not giving her money.
Oh. She must be almost 10.
Must be. Yeah, somebody has a birthday tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
And she'll be spending it playing basketball. I do want to wish the Merrimack Pee Wee Girls All-Stars the best of luck tomorrow as they participate in the Bow Invitational Tournament.
Nice. You know what, Brian? I'd also like to wish them the best of luck. So, best of luck.
They will be taking on Concord tomorrow at 2:30. Well, we got the second half underway here in Merrimack. Let's see what they come up with here. Roy,
that was a long two, I think, by the looks of it.
Very long two, and nice touch by David Roy. Get a look at that on replay. Anthony Chin, to Tyrone, and stepped away by Merrimack. Rosetta Schmidt, and he walked. Tough break there for the Tomahawks as they were able to get a quick turnover on the first defensive possession of this second half. Anthony Chin spins, puts it up for 2. He makes it look so easy. I mean, his 10 points have been the most effortless 10 points I think I've ever seen. Tyrone Chin to the rack for 2 and the foul. So many options on this Astros team. Well, the student section really, really giving it to them, but the scoreboard not in their favor right now. Tyrone Chin at the line. He's got 4. The last foul was on Mike Flera. And Chin able to knock it down. Very quick 5 points for the Astros, and they extend their lead to 28. Roy drives, he gets a double team right on the baseline, and they got a foul on Ethan Johnston.
Really good moves by David Roy to try and get around those two.
Now Infante, guarded by Chin. Roy on the drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Sean Jenkins. Anthony Chin to Tyrone Chin. Now Jenkins over to Johnston, backdoor cut. That is way too easy. And I think we got foul there on Tyrone Chin.
Okay.
How about that backdoor cut by Anthony Chin? That is textbook. Well, if you're Merrimack, you got to have some sort of momentum going into that playoff game next week. And I don't know where you find it, but yeah, you got to almost pretend it's a 0-0 game and try to win a quarter here or get some sort of momentum. Ooh, that looked like a backcourt to everybody but the officials. Wow.
You could hear the groan, too, in the...
I thought for sure. Inside, Matt Schmidt for 2. Nice look and a nice finish. Matt playing his best game of the season without question. Nice to see Matt in there contributing. Could really use his length. And tipped away. Nice play by Jensen Monroe. Tipped ahead to Roy. And that ball was partially blocked, but Monroe able to follow it up and put it in for 2. 6 points in the quarter for the Tomahawks. Inside, Jackson Marshall draws a triple team, then kicks it out to Tyrone Chin, and he just goes right in for the basket. Rosa tipped away by Jenkins, out of bounds. All right, here's David Roy now for the Tomahawks. Roy to Flera, back to Rosa. And a foul, that's going to be on Tyrone Chin.
Brian, I didn't have any shout-outs yet when I checked social media, but we'd love to give you a shout-out tonight. So hit us up at Merrimack TV on Twitter or Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. I'll be waiting to hear from Tomahawks and Pinkerton fans alike, if anyone's interested.
Roy over to Monroe. Looking for Schmidt inside. Guarded by Marshall. And he gets it over to Rosa. Rosa, three-pointer is good. Rosa from downtown. And it's 50-25. Marshall puts it off glass and in. 18 for Jackson. And here comes Anthony Chin to Johnston. And he travels. Not sure if he ever had possession of that long enough to travel, but he did. Not much of a fight from Dave Chase, so. You can also do that when you're up by 27.
Suppose so.
A little easier to be mild-mannered when you have a 27-point lead. Marshall misses. Rebound, Johnston. And he puts it back in. Ethan Johnston with 8. Rosa's take, no good. Rebound, Tyrone Chin. Long lead pass. And it's out of bounds. So a timeout coming up here with 3:34 to go in this third quarter of play. Your score is Pinkerton 54 and Merrimack 25. Well, with the playoffs coming up, Merrimack on Tuesday night opening up, first round of the playoffs. We hope it's not their one and only game of the postseason, but
certainly.
Hopefully they can go on a run here and try to make a run in the championship. But you're gonna need some work here. As Pinkerton, one of the best teams in Division I, and they are showing it tonight.
Absolutely.
So according to the NHIAA site, it looked like Pinkerton was kind of in the top. If you look at the teams that are tied 16-1, looked like Pinkerton had that top spot. Mm-hmm. I think they account for all the tiebreakers. The tiebreaker obviously is head-to-head against the tied teams, and then your record against tournament teams. And I think Pinkerton would win that tiebreaker, but with so much uncertainty at the bottom of the bracket, I mean, they've beaten everybody. I think they would still get that top seed, but so much to be determined.
Who did you say was their one loss this year, Brian?
It was to Bedford a couple of weeks ago. Flare off for 3, no good. Oh, Monroe rips it away from Marshall. Jensen said, give me that. Rosa for 2, no good. And Marshall able to get it back and swinging those arms around. And here is Tyrone Chin. Guarded by Veluzzi. Veluzzi right up on him. Now in the corner, Johnston to Anthony Chin. Spin move on Monroe, no good. Rebound by Marshall. And we've got a foul on Jensen Monroe.
Do we know what the foul was, Brian? I don't know what it means when he puts his hands on his hips like that.
I'd say it's a blocking foul.
Okay.
I didn't see that, but oh, great look inside. Anthony Chin for 2. Note to self, don't leave number 3 that wide open. Monroe loses it. Marshall picks it up. Chin to Chin. He slammed it down, but he definitely took about 3 or 4 steps there. That was the appropriate call. All Pinkerton tonight, 56-25. Not the home finale the Tomahawks were looking for. Flare to Veluzzi, and off the ref. Oh my, what a save. And a round of applause from this Merrimack crowd. That is excellent.
That's good.
At least he's getting a good laugh out of it, and the crowd as well.
Those washerboard abs really bounce that ball right on back.
Absolutely. Paluzzi to Monroe to Flera for 3. No roll, rebound by Marshall. Now Chin right to the basket for 2. An offensive foul on Luke DeFossis. So, not much good news here for the Tomahawks. The Chins have absolutely owned this third quarter. 6 for Anthony, 7 for Tyrone. And they're just opening this thing up. You have a feeling they're going to be resting their starters in the fourth quarter. Looking inside, Marshall working on Monroe. Nice look to Sean Jenkins. Pinkerton just playing with Merrimack right now. 60-25. Paluzzi for 3. No. Rebound by Marshall. To Chin. He just attacks. And a foul on the floor. So it'll be on Paluzzi, his 3rd. Well, we're going to have a timeout by Dave Chase.
Okay.
And the Pinkerton Astros. So they, the Tomahawks are going to have to find their 35-point play here, I think.
It's got to be over there somewhere, Brian.
It's deep in the playbook.
It is. And shout out to Washerboard Abs over there. I'm just going to say, a little help for the Tomahawks on that bounce back in. But if you're interested in becoming a high school sports official, that's actually an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the game we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have an opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, please visit www.nhiaa.org.
Well, this Pinkerton team is a well-oiled machine. This is a veteran-laden group. They made it to the Division I semifinals last year. And this is a great team. Alley-oop to Chin for 2. 8 points for Anthony Chin. And Merrimack's just looking defeated out there. Tyrone Chin throws it in. Trent Jackson with the steal. Paluzzi to Rosa for 2. Got it. Anthony Chin to Tyrone. And a foul on Matt Paluzzi. It's going to be his 4th. So, of course, now, remember, this is the last home game for all these seniors. So, Paluzzi, Jackson, DeFossis, and Infante. Tip to Marshall, no good. And the tip goes in by Anthony Chin. Basket is good. And just wow.
That should really help them out in the fourth quarter, Brian.
23 points in the third quarter for Pinkerton. Anthony Chin now had 10 in the quarter, 18 now in the game. I don't think we're going to see a lot of these guys in the fourth quarter. With the playoffs coming up and everything, but what a clinic by the Pinkerton Astros. I mean, there's just not much more you can say. I'm going to try to locate some other scores here and
all right,
see what we can find.
Sounds good.
Albert and Goffstown tied at halftime, 29 apiece. Of course, I'm looking at this on Twitter. It could be delayed a little bit. That's really the only game we're getting regular updates on. But that's a very important game in terms of Merrimack's playoff position, as well as theirs as well. All three teams coming in at 7-10 tonight.
Good news, Brian. I actually have a shout out right now from Peggy Silva. She says, let's go to Fossis from Florida. So thanks, Peggy.
Thank you, Peggy. Bienvenue Cernuda. Over now to number 14, Christian Brander. And he throws that off the side, out of bounds to Merrimack. Jensen Monroe back in for the Tomahawks. Well, as we mentioned, Tomahawks kind of need a good confidence-building quarter going into the playoffs here. Let's see. Jackson to McCarthy for two, no good. And the big rebound by Charles Ludden. Ludden gets it out of the trap. And Pinkerton able to get it over half. Quinn Hammer, my favorite name of the season so far. I love it. To Bienvenue Cernuda. They try to get it to Hammer, and he tries to drop the hammer there, but does not get it down.
Nice, Brian, nice.
He did get fouled by number 15, Drew McCarthy. Looks like Noah Morrison also going to come into the game for the Tomahawks, as Hammer knocks it down. And Luke DeFoss is coming out. And Hammer knocks them both down. 66-27 Pinkerton. Noah Morrison to Trent Jackson to Monroe. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy baseline, nice drive. Left hand, no good. Rebound put back is no good, and he gets fouled. Foul is on Ludden. Drew McCarthy to the line. He will shoot a pair. Well, you know, this season, Justin, it's had its highs, it's had its lows. It almost feels like a love song.
It does, doesn't it?
And McCarthy, 1 out of 2.
Would be nice to finish on a high, of course.
I mean, when you talk about roller coaster season for Merrimack, I mean, as they get the foul on the rebound, you talk about a roller coaster season. You beat Nashua North and Trinity here at home, and you lose to Alvern, you lose to Londonderry, you lose to Concord, you lose to Memorial. I mean, definitely roller coaster season for sure. But those wins were great against North and Trinity. Something to build off of.
Well, if they happen to go down in this game, Brian, hopefully they'll go up in the playoff game next week.
Remember the first 5 or 6 games this year, first like 12 games this year were win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. The definition of up and down. Morrison took one off the face there, and they lose it out of bounds. Of course, we are in running time right now with the score the way it is.
Yes.
Second time that's happened to Merrimack this year. Of course, the Bedford game was the other. Something we learned this year. So 35-point lead results in running time in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're not the. I'm not the only one learning things here, Brian, I guess.
That's something I learned this year. Bienvenu Cernuda. Lose the ball now. John Hill kicks it back. And we're going to get a backcourt violation. Brandon Genrin in. Tyler Herland in. And James Wallace in for Pinkerton. Along with Bienvenu Cernuda.
A lot of height just sort of disappeared there.
Yes. And John Hill. That's probably to Merrimack's advantage. Something they don't have a lot of. McCarthy's three, no good. That's the story of the night for Merrimack.
I was just thinking that, Brian.
I mean, they came out bombs away tonight. That was clearly the strategy against this team. Keep it away from Marshall and see what you can do from the outside. Well, Marshall's going to see his 20-point streak come to an end, but his 20-point game streak is that left hand is no good. Rebound by Monroe. But he was pretty darn impressive tonight. And that player is coming back next year for Pinkerton. Just think how scary that is.
Oh, boy.
That is a scary, scary proposition.
Yeah, for any opponents, maybe.
Yes. Bienvenu Cernuda gets it down low. And we have a jersey grab there by McCarthy, so we get the foul. And that will put James Wallace at the line. Matt Schmidt coming in for Elliott. No, for Monroe. So for the Tomahawks, they're going to have to figure out over the next couple of days. I believe the quarterfinals are Tuesday night. They have to figure out where they go from here. McCarthy left hand, no good. Putback is good. And the Drews coming out from the student section.
The Drew Birds.
The Drew Birds, yes. 66-30, Pinkerton. They have the basketball right now. Jackson, Elliott, Morrison, Schmidt, and McCarthy out for the Tomahawks. Little give and go. Underneath, Bienvenu Cernuda. Hello.
Love song and dance moves like that, Brian. A little extra pizzazz underneath.
That was impressive against the much taller Matt Schmidt. Noah Morrison for two, and the foul. And for the first time this year, I did not call him Adam Morrison.
Congratulations, Brian.
That is excellent.
None too soon, I suppose.
So I got the right call there on an and one for Noah.
Perfect.
Here we go.
Tomahawks might be facing a loss here, but you can chalk this one up as a win for you tonight, Brian, all right?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I will take it. Of course, if you're a college basketball fan, circa 2007, 2008, that would have you would know who Adam Morrison is. Three-point try is good. Tyler Herland from downtown. And Pinkerton just pouring it on. They reached the 70-point mark. Get a look at that one on replay. My lovely daughter tell me I'm cringy. So kind. Pinkerton with the big lead. Just around a minute to go here. Three-point try, no good. Rebound by Hill. Right into the arms of Trent Jackson. Jackson with nobody else running with him. Morrison for three. No good. And the rebound to Charles Ludden. Pinkerton running that corner break. Gendron to Ludden for three. Yes! Charles Ludden with the triple. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll pull it back out. Well, a tough night for the Tomahawks tonight.
And understatement of the season, Brian? Or?
Potentially. But Pinkerton's going to run out the clock here. They will go to 17-1 on the season. Congratulations to the Astros. Just a phenomenal regular season. And the Tomahawks will fall to 7-11 with their next game coming next week in the playoffs. Pinkerton will have to wait and see if they get that #1 seed and the bye in the tournament, but 17-1. Congratulations to the Astros on just a phenomenal regular season.
Absolutely. And this is actually probably going to do it for our coverage this season. From home anyway, I believe the Tomahawks would be on the road. So thanks for watching tonight's game. And Brian, I want you to know we're happy to have someone like you providing play-by-play the past couple seasons. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much, Justin. And I wish nothing but the best for you and everyone at Merrimack TV.
Well, I appreciate that, Brian. What do we think here? We gonna wrap the broadcast? Any more debates here? I think we might have seen enough this evening, and hope for the best for the Tomahawks actually on Tuesday. So.
I think this is it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in throughout the course of the season. Our Merrimack TV faithful,
yes,
the friends of Merrimack TV, we call you. So
friends of Merrimack TV, appreciate you out there.
We love you all. We'll be back again hopefully next season for a little more basketball coverage. And I believe any more winter sports coming up? I think we got...
we actually have a hockey game, game tomorrow. If anyone's interested, I believe it's at the Westside Ice Arena. I'm not sure what time that's at, though.
Okay.
I want to say 4, but I think that might be this is the last one we're covering, so you wouldn't be able to watch that on replay. But if you want to head down to the Ice Arena and check them out, that's tomorrow. And I think that might be it, other than playoff stuff on the road. So thank you for watching Merrimack TV. Thanks for everyone that joined us this season. Thank you, Brian. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice.